It's my first day of school. I'm so excited. Whoa, it's not as nice as I expected. I wonder if the people here are nice.
That one there, that's Karen Smith. She's one of the dumbest girls you will ever meet. Damien sat next to her in English last year.
She asked me how to spell orange.
That little one, that's Gretchen Wieners.
She's totally rich because her dad invented toaster strudels.
Gretchen Wieners knows everybody's business. She knows everything about everyone.
That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets.
And evil takes a human form in Regina George. Don't be fooled because she may seem like your typical selfish, backstabbing lint liquor faced dog, but in reality, she's so much more than that.
She's the queen bee, the star. Those other two are just her little workers.
Regina George is flawless!
I hear she does car commercials in Japan.
One time, she met John Stamos and he told her she was pretty.
I hear her hair is insured for $10,000!
I hear she has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
One time, Regina punched me in the face. It was awesome.
Oh, you're that new girl from Africa. Caddy, right? It's Katie.
If she's from Africa, how come she's Asian?
Oh my gosh, Karen, you're so stupid. You just can't ask someone why they're Asian.
Anyways, you're really pretty. You should come sit with us one day. Oh, anyways, we should get to class now. See you later, Caddy.
Hey Gretchen, is butter a carb?
Shut up, Karen.
Oh my god, he's so cute. So dark too. I want to talk to him. Maybe I should ask him for help, even though I already know how to do this.
Hey, Aaron, right?
Yeah.
Could you help me party?
Oh, okay. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna add 1 to the exponent, and then you're gonna divide by that new number.
Okay, thank you.
Ugh, idiot. He's doing the antiderivative. You're supposed to do it like this.
The function defined by f of x equals the square root of 25 minus x squared for negative 5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. In this question, it asks us to find f prime of x, or the derivative of f of x. The first step you would do is to rewrite the problem to make it easier to see. In this case, f of x equals 25 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. The first step in taking the derivative is by using the power rule. To use it, bring the exponent to the front, then the exponent reduces by 1. In this case, think about it as 1 over 2 minus 2 over 2 equaling negative 1/2. The next step would be to remember the chain rule while taking the derivative, which is basically taking the derivative of the outside function, which we just did, then take the derivative on the inside, which is negative 2x. This rule is called the chain rule because we use it to take large multi-layered functions and making it simpler for us to take the derivative by chaining together the different parts. Everyone always forgets this step, so remember to do it or else the outcome of your answer will be completely different. Once you have your answer, rearrange it to look nicer. Since 25 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 is a negative exponent, it can be moved to the denominator. Also, since the exponent 1/2 is the same as a square root, we can rewrite the problem as negative 2x over 2 to the square root of 25 minus x squared. The last step to this problem is to simplify, which would be negative x over the square root of 25 minus x squared. And you're done. Hey, come sit with us, loser. There are some rules you have to follow. We only wear sweatpants on Friday.
We only wear pink on Wednesdays.
And you can't wear hoop earrings.
Seems easy enough.
I think it's gonna rain. I could feel it.
Katie, come here for a bit.
Yes, Miss Mulberry?
Your review sheet yesterday, you got all the right steps, but you marked all the wrong answers.
Oh, I thought they were right. Part B. Aaron helped me on that one. I'm pretty sure you solve it like this.
Part B. Write an equation for the line tangent to the graph of f at x equals -3. First, take the givens from part A. F of x equals the square root of 25 minus x squared, and f prime of x equals -x over the square root of 25 minus x squared. Along with the given in this part, x equals -3. We will be using the point slope equation y equals m times x minus x sub 1 plus y sub 1 to solve for those things not given in this problem. Now let's start by solving for y sub 1, which equals f of -3. Plug -3 into f of x, which equals the square root of 25 minus -3 squared, which simplifies to 4. Now let's solve for our slope given by the variable m. Derivatives represent the slope of the line tangent to a graph at a certain point. Plugging in -3 into f prime of x would solve for the slope at x equals -3. We use the derivative we solved for in part A. F prime of x equals -x over the square root of 25 minus x squared. Plug in -3 into the equation, so that f prime of -3 equals negative times -3, which is +3, over the square root of 25 minus -3 squared. Once simplified, it all simplifies to a slope of 3/4. Now that we have the slope m, x sub 1, and y sub 1, we can write our equation. After plugging everything into the point slope equation, we get y equals 3/4 times x plus 3 plus 4.
I don't appreciate this kind of behavior, Katie. To make up for it, you're going to join the mathletes.
Mathletes? That's social suicide.
I thought it would be pretty fun.
Please, we're fun. Just stick with us, and you'll be fine.
Sorry guys, I forgot mathletes practice starts today. Bye.
Okay, bye, loser.
Mathletes are not fetch.
Karen, only Regina can say.
Only I can say fetch.
Hey, what are you working on? Is that part C?
Yeah, it is.
I know how to solve that one.
G of x is defined by the piecewise function f of x for -5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to -3, and x plus 7 for -3 less than x less than or equal to 5. Is G continuous at x equals -3? Use the definition of continuity to explain your answer. In order for this function to be continuous, it must meet 3 conditions. 1. The left and right hand limits must meet at the same point. 2. G of -3 equals f of -3. 3. G of -3 must equal to the limit of g of x as x approaches -3. To satisfy the first condition, we must use the right-hand limit f of x equals 25 minus x squared to the 1/2 and the left-hand limit x plus 7 of g of x, and plug in -3 to satisfy the condition of them being equal to each other. When plugging in -3 into both equations, they both simplify to 4, which concludes that the left and right-hand limits do meet at the same point. In retrospect, we have already satisfied the second condition. Because the left and right-hand limits meet at 4 when x equals -3, then g of x equals 4, since g of x is a piecewise function given by those two limits. Also, we have already solved for f of -3 in the last two parts, so f of -3 also equals 4, thus satisfying the condition that g of -3 equals to f of -3, which is 4. Lastly, we have also already proved that g of -3 equals 4, and the limit of g as x approaches -3 is 4 as well, by solving for the left and right-hand limits to see if they are equal to each other, satisfying the last condition. Because all three of these conditions satisfy the definition of continuity, the function is continuous at x equals -3.
Good work, Katie. I expect to see you at the competition tomorrow.
Great turnout this year.
We have a tie match between Morse High and East High with a score of 84 to 84.
Shoot, I'm doing so bad. I'm still pretty rusty. Ugh, and Aaron's watching.
Each team, please choose a representative to participate in the last tiebreaker question.
We choose the girl. We also choose the girl.
And this is a tiebreaker question. The function f is defined by f of x equals the square root of 25 minus x squared for -5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. Find the value of the integral from 0 to 5, x times the square root of 25 minus x squared dx.
The limit does not exist.
That answer is incorrect. If Morse High School gets this answer right, then they will be crowned the new West Regional Champions.
It's funny how things always tend to repeat themselves. I think I remember this question at practice.
Problem 4D states, find the value of the square root 25 minus x squared dx between the interval of 0 and 5. Although there are different methods to solve this problem, it would be best to use U substitution. U substitution is one of the most simplest integration techniques. In its most basic form, U substitution is used when an integral contains some function and its derivative. The integration is achieved by rewriting the integral in a form that makes it easier to read. For u, we will be using the equation 25 minus x squared to solve for the integral. Next, you find the derivative of the equation of u equals 25 minus x squared, which will then become du equals -2x dx. In order to get x dx on one side of the equation, divide both sides by -2, which will make the equation be -1/2 du equals x dx. Since you are solving for an indefinite integral, plug in the limits to u. When you plug in 5, the answer will be 0, and when you plug in 0, the answer will be 25. These are the new limits. The new equation will be the limit between 25 to 0, -1/2 root 2 du. Next, you solve for the antiderivative of square u, which can also be written as u to the 1/2 power. The answer will be u to the 3/2 power divided by 3/2. This can be written as 2/3 times u to the 3/2 power. After that, you plug in the new limits to the equation, which will lead to -1/2 times 0 minus 250 divided by 3. Once simplified, the answer will become 250 divided by 6. This can further be simplified to 125 divided by 3.
125 over 3.
The new West Coast Regional Champions are Morse High School.
Go Morse! Go Katie!
Kevin G! Yeah!
Katie, you did so great.
Oh, thanks. Aaron, I have something to tell you.
What is it?
You're cool.